Hello, lovely, and welcome back to another episode on the Lovely Home Podcast. Today, I want to talk about something that I think happens almost every time we enter a new season. Last week, we talked a lot about what it's like to create a new season and how we can have different rhythms that feel lovely and how we can go about this new season of life in the world and fall. But, anyways, if you would like to hear more about that, you should go and tune in to last week's episode. But this week's episode is when we are going to discuss how to handle the clutter in your home despite a new season. Because let's be real, new seasons bring new stuff and chaos. There is clutter everywhere, but how are we going to manage it? Well, that's what today's episode is about. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive in. Hey, lovely. Welcome to the Lovely Home Podcast. I'm your host, Evelyn, and I'm also known as your Rhythms Girl. Your Rhythms Girl who is going to help you stop going to bed and then immediately start tearing yourself down. Your Rhythms Girl who is going to help you start building routines and rhythms that work for how your brain is literally wired. Your Rhythms Girl who is going to encourage you to rest in the present, to rest in grace, and to acknowledge the loveliness that God has given you each and every day. Thank you so much for being here. Go ahead and grab a nice little drink or something, and let's chat about all things lovely. Okay, so maybe summer is turning into fall for you. Maybe you are entering a busier work season, or maybe you are newly married. And if you are, congratulations. So happy to have you here on the podcast. But maybe you are newly married and you are just trying to figure out what it's actually like to manage your home together for the first time ever. Maybe you've started a new job. Hello, I'm raising my hand. I have started a new job. Maybe your schedule has changed. Hello, hi, I'm raising my hand. Maybe you've been traveling, or you've been sick, or you've had people over, or maybe life has just been simply life. And suddenly you look around your house and you think, where on earth did all of this stuff come from? There are things on the kitchen counter, shoes by the door, laundry that is technically clean but has been living in a basket for maybe 4 days. Maybe you have mail on the table. Y'all, that is something I was not prepared for when I got my house, was the amount of mail I would accumulate. But maybe you also have like a random bag of things that you definitely don't want to deal with right now. I have 2 totes literally right by me that is filled with all of the stuff that was inside my car. I need to go through it desperately, but I really don't want to because there's still like shattered glass and everything. I don't know how to manage this tote, but that is what today's episode is for. I'm so excited. And maybe you're saying the same thing about the clutter that's in your life. Maybe you are just looking at it and you're saying, where do I even start? This is not an episode about organizing your spice cabinet. This is not an episode about buying matching bins. And this is definitely not an episode where I'm going to tell you to completely declutter your entire house in an hour. No. Today, we are going to take you from point A to point B. Point A is my house feels cluttered, dirty, and overwhelmed. And point B is my house is picked up, clean, functional, and I'm giving myself grace. We are going to do this in order, because one of the biggest mistakes we make when our homes are overwhelming is trying to do everything at once. We think that all of the to-dos need to happen at the same time. We start the laundry, then we wipe a counter, and then we realize that we forgot to put softener in the laundry, and then we see something that belongs upstairs, and then we need to clean out the fridge. 2 hours later, we have 7 half-finished projects, and somehow the house still looks messy. No. We're not doing that today. Today, we're not bouncing around. We are bouncing back. We are following a sequence. We're following a little map. And I want you to remember this phrase: clutter first, cleaning second, organizing last. Let me say that again. Clutter first, cleaning second, organizing last. Because you cannot effectively clean a room when every surface is covered in stuff, and you don't need to organize things you may not even want to keep. So if your house feels out of control right now in this season, in this new birthing season that is so beautiful and great and from the Lord, here is exactly where I want you to begin. Step 1, get yourself ready. Get yourself ready, girl. Okay. Before you touch your house, get yourself ready. Like, put your hair up, put on comfortable clothes, fill your water bottle, put on shoes if it helps you feel productive, open the curtains or the windows, turn on some music, do a lovely exercise. Go through your five senses and get yourself ready. What do you want to see? What do you want to hear? What do you want to touch? What do you want to smell? What do you want to taste? Okay. Get yourself ready before you even begin. Then I want you to grab some tools you're going to need. You're going to need a trash bag. You're going to need a laundry basket. You're going to need a basket or bin for things that belong in another room. And if you have one, a little cleaning caddy. That's it. We're not starting with 20 different cleaners and supplies. Right now, we're simply preparing ourselves so that once we start, we don't have to keep stopping. And then I want you to set one rule. No organizing yet. You're going to be tempted. You are. You're going to find yourself organizing without even realizing it. You're going to open a drawer and think, "Oh, I should really organize this." No. Close the drawer. Close it. I see you. I see your hand still on the handle. Close it. That is not today's mission. Today's mission is getting your home back to baseline for this season of life. So, what are you going to do? You're going to do step 2. Start with trash. This is the easiest win, and this is exactly why we are starting here. Take your trash bag and walk through your house. You can do your entire house or you can do one room, whatever you want to do. Don't clean. Don't put anything away. Don't organize. Just collect the trash, the empty cups, the receipts, the food wrappers or junk mail, empty packaging, tissues, whatever trash you see, anything that is clearly garbage goes into the bag. Walk around the room, go from the left to the right, in your bedroom, your living room, your kitchen, your office, whatever your rooms are in your home, just go through it. And when the bag is full, take it directly to the trash can. Do not set it by the door for later. Why? Just take it out. You're already holding it. You might as well just take it out because then you don't have to deal with it again. You have just completed the first layer. Congratulations. High five yourself once that step is done. And your house will probably already be looking a little lighter because let's be real, taking and removing the trash out of the situation will always create a healthier establishment. That's not just with your home. That's with your relationships. That's with your mental health. Take the trash out of your brain and it will help you have a healthy establishment. Okay, step 3. Now I want you to gather all the dishes. Whew. Now we're doing the dishes, friends. But first, we are just collecting them. We don't need to wash them quite yet. We are just collecting them. Walk through your home and find every cup, plate, mug, fork, whatever dishes you have out and about, and bring everything into the kitchen. Again, we are just grouping tasks. We're not washing every cup. We are collecting first. Once every dish is in the kitchen, then you can load the dishwasher. If the dishwasher is clean, then you can just unload it. But we need to do the dishes because what are dishes? Dishes are clutter, and we're trying to manage our clutter. So you're going to want to load the dirty dishes. If something needs to be washed by hand, put it beside the sink. Then start the dishwasher. So I want to quickly just say here, like pause and just say, it's just the dishes. It's just unloading the dishwasher. You are already listening to the wonderful music that you love or the podcasts that you find inspiring, but it is just the dishes. I have this huge mountain when it comes to unloading the dishwasher. For some reason, it is so hard for me to do. Why? It is so easy. It is such an easy task in the world, and what a blessing it is for me to have a machine that literally washes dishes for me. I don't know why it's so difficult, but it is literally just the dishes. So just do the it's just roll and just say, like, look at your mountain and say, oh, it's just the dishes. All right, unpause. Let's continue. Okay, I know that I just realized this. Some people don't have a dishwasher, and that's okay. If you don't have a dishwasher, then you just fill the sink and begin soaking whatever needs to be soaked. Give yourself grace and practice contentment with what you have. All right, the goal is simple. Get dishes to be contained. We are managing our clutter. So, if you need to simply arrange your dirty dishes in order to make it feel more lovely to you, that's fine too. If you physically or mentally cannot tackle the pile of dishes at the moment, give yourself grace and know that it's okay too. You will eventually get to it. Dishes are never like a thing that will just never be touched. You will eventually get to it. So give yourself grace. It's the most important thing. But just try to get the dishes contained. They are no longer scattered around your house. They have one home: the sink, the dishwasher, or beside the sink. And that instantly will make the rest of your house seem easier to tackle. Next up, step number 4: collect all laundry. I want you to go and grab your laundry basket now, and I want you to walk through the entire house again or whatever room you want to walk through. Collect the towels, the socks, the clothes, blankets that need washing, dish towels, anything that belongs in the laundry and you know probably hasn't been washed in the last month. Okay? Let's be real. When was the last time you actually washed your dish towels? Okay. Anything that belongs in the laundry, bring it to the laundry room or wherever you wash your clothes. And now, here's where I want you to resist another temptation. Do not sit down and sort every single item of clothing in your house. We are simply getting laundry moving. Choose the most important load. Maybe that's towels or whites. Maybe it's the load you've been stepping over for 3 days, but just start one load. Don't sort everything. Then move on. Move on. The washing machine can work while you do everything else. All right, step 5: clear the floors. Now we're dealing with the things that are just sitting around. This is me handling my basket of things from my car. Start with the floor. Anything on the floor that does not belong there needs to move. The shoes, the toys, bags, boxes, random clothes, bags filled with things from your car that, have glass all in them, to manage it. Okay. Whatever has migrated onto the floor. And you're going to sort those things into 3 categories. Trash goes into the trash. Things that already have a home go back to their home. And then things that belong somewhere else go into your belongs somewhere else basket. Don't spend 5 minutes walking across the entire house to return one item. Put it in the basket and keep going. The goal here is to expose your floors because once the floors are visible, the entire room immediately starts feeling cleaner. Step 6: clear the main surfaces. Now that we've done the floor, we are moving upward. Your coffee table, your kitchen island, your dining room table, the bathroom counter, nightstand, dresser, desk, whatever it is, I want you to clear them and use the same 3 categories. Trash, put away, belong somewhere else. A lot of this should already be pretty easy because we've already tackled a lot of the trash. But this is where you're using more of your like microscope eyes and you're looking around for extra trash. But a lot of the trash should have already been tackled. So, high five, good job. If you pick something up and immediately know where it belongs, put it away. If it's going to take you away from the room you're currently working in, put it in the basket. And here's another important rule: do not make new clutter piles. Do not make new clutter piles. We are not moving the pile from the kitchen table to the bedroom. We are actually dealing with it. This is the easiest thing to do. It is so easy to take the thing that you know belongs in the bedroom and just chunk it in the bedroom. No, if it belongs in the bedroom and you're standing in the kitchen, put it in the basket that needs to be returned to a different room. Like, what if you know it doesn't belong in the kitchen? Put it in the basket. We're going to handle that basket in a little bit. Okay, but do not make new clutter piles. If you don't know what to do with something, create another temporary basket called the decision basket. This is where you would put things that don't yet have a home. Just one basket, though, not 6. Okay, put the questionable items in there and deal with them after the house is clean. Because right now, our goal is visual peace. Our goal is grace. Step 7: reset one room at a time. At this point, most of the obvious clutter should be gone. Now I want you to choose just one room and completely reset it before moving on to the next. I usually recommend starting with your main living space. For most people, that's the living room or your kitchen. Let's just say you start with the living room. Fluff the pillows, fold the blankets, put books away, straighten the coffee table, put shoes away, clear the surfaces. Again, this should mostly be done already, but make the room look finished to your standards. Then stop. Look around. The room is done. Now move on to the next room. We are not focusing here on vacuuming, on dusting. We are simply just tidying. So move on to the next room. This is so helpful psychologically because instead of having 5 rooms that are 50% done, you begin creating finished spaces. And finished spaces give you momentum. You can keep going. So we're going to keep going into step 8. Step 8 is finish the kitchen. Now we are ready to actually clean. And I recommend starting with the kitchen because when the kitchen feels clean, the whole house tends to feel better. Your dishes should already be contained. Your clutter should already be cleared. Your trash should already be thrown away. So now we're putting away any remaining food, wiping down the counters, wiping down the stovetop, cleaning the sink, wiping down the microwave, wipe out the table, clean the front of appliances if they need it. Then sweep or vacuum the floor. If the floor needs mopping, mop it. If you want to, it's just mopping. Now your kitchen is actually clean. Not rearranged, but simply clean. And once that room is finished, I want you to leave it alone. Leave it alone. Do not bring clutter back into it while you're working on the rest of the house. All right, step 9, clean the bathrooms. I want you to quickly clean the bathrooms. This is not where you're doing a big dive, like deep dive into cleaning your bathroom. That is what Tidy or Clean With Me Friday is for, which, by the way, I am aware that Clean With Me Friday has not come out over the last 2 weeks. The first week, I forgot to record. And the second week, I literally have no idea what happened. I had it drafted and then I went in there and it was gone. So I don't know if I didn't save it on accident or something. But this week, Clean With Me Friday is happening. I apologize that I keep promising it and it's not there. I really do apologize, but it will be there this Friday. But yes, we are going to clean our bathrooms this Friday. I want you to just quickly clean. So this is where you just simply wipe down the sink. If there's little whiskers from your husband, look at them with a smile instead of with hate and just wipe them up. If there's a little mark on the mirror, you can clean it. If you just want to declutter your bathroom countertops, if you want to restock the paper, if you want to quickly scrub the inside of the toilet, but maybe not necessarily use the toilet bowl cleaner, that's okay. I give you the freedom. I set you free to let you know that you can just simply scrub the inside of your toilet without necessarily cleaning it. That's what Clean With Me Friday is for. But just quickly reset. Do the little things that help you feel a little more lovely and a little more clean and tidy within your bathroom. All right, step 10, reset the bedrooms. We are going to just quickly, just look at your bedroom as a whole, decide what would make you feel a little more tidy, a little more clean, and do those things. Maybe it is making your bed. Maybe it is washing your bedding. Maybe it is cleaning off your nightstands or a bench in your bed. Maybe it is just doing a quick little vacuum on your carpet. We will be doing, again, a more deep dive into cleaning your bedroom on Clean With Me Friday. But yes, just look around your bedroom and figure out how you can make it a little more tidy or feel a little more clean to you personally in the season of life right now. And just do a couple things. Set a 5-minute timer and just spend that 5 minutes in your bedroom. Step 11, put away the belong somewhere else basket. This basket should be small. You should be able to easily carry this basket around, and I want you to go and empty it. Pretend you are a mail delivery man and you're delivering mail packages. I know that sounds childish, but make it fun. We try to make this fun for the children in our lives. Why does that have to end? You can totally make this fun for yourself. Where's your imagination? God gave you one. Why did it disappear? Bring it back. If it helps to go dress up like a maid, put an apron on, whatever you need to do, make it fun. You only live once, and this is your home. Okay. So bring out that inner child in you and make it fun. So go and put away the things that are in that basket. Walk through your home with your basket and return everything to its actual home. This should be much easier now because the house itself is already reset. If you find items that don't have a home, put them in that temporary basket that you made, and we will address that in step 12. But continue. After, keep moving up till you have everything in your box that you know has a home, put that away. Put that away. It's super easy. It's not difficult. And plus, you're getting your steps in for the day. Step 12. Now you're handling the stuff that doesn't have a home. Go to your temporary basket and look at the thing look at the things that are in that basket. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do they matter to you? If everything in that basket doesn't actually matter, give it away. Give it away. We do not have to hold on to everything. If there are things within the basket that you do in fact love, ask yourself, where does it make sense for this to go? And then go put it there. Create a home for that specific thing. I think that's what the problem is we have so many things that don't have a home. When we create homes, that eliminates so much brain chaos or white noise in our brain, and we are helping calm down our nervous system. We are lowering our cortisol levels. So, by just creating a simple home for one simple thing does so much. But again, if it really doesn't matter, give it away, throw it away. Whatever you need to do in order to help calm down your nervous system and help you feel more peace and feel more grace within your home. All right, that was 12 steps to help you go from point A to point B in this new season of life, how to tackle the clutter that just keeps building up and up and up. And now, I hope you are feeling motivated to go and do just that, if you wish. Maybe it's not that time yet. That's okay. Just download this episode for whenever it is time. My friend, you are so lovely. You have such a beautiful home. And now it is time for bonus step 13. Add the lovely back in. Now that your home is clean, this is where I want you to make it feel lovely yet again. Not just before this whole cleaning process, but also after. How can you feel more lovely within this clean space? Within your new season of life, how can you feel more lovely? Maybe you can light a candle. Maybe you close your windows now and you feel all Victorian as you close the window, knowing that you just aired out this beautiful home that you have. And now you get to close the window and fill it up with fake air again. Anyways, put on a cozy playlist or turn on a show. Maybe go sit down and read a book. How can you feel lovely in this moment too? Take a deep breath, rest in the present, and allow the lovely to come back in. Because I feel like after we clean, our nervous system is almost all worked up again. That then we don't know what to do, and we feel like we need to go, go, go again and again. But just breathe. Calm down, my friend. Calm down. You're doing a great job. Your home is lovely. You are too. And now you can enjoy it. So, this is the reward, looking around and enjoying your space. But now, how do we keep it from getting back to point A? By stopping the mindset that says that we have to keep it from getting back to that. Because let's be so real, friends. There will always be a time, there will always be a season when that clutter will build up, and that's okay. Once you free yourself from the thought that says that you have to stay perfect every single moment of the day, your house has to always remain clean, it is so freeing. It is so lovely. So I just want you to do that right now is don't necessarily have the mindset that says that you need to keep it from getting back to point A, but have the mindset of just living in the present. Living in the present. Because, okay, cleaning your house is wonderful. Having a clean home is wonderful, but I don't want you doing an emergency home reset every 3 days. I don't want you to do that to your nervous system. I want you to create maintenance rhythms. I do. And I want you to figure out how you can do that for your season of life in a way that is lovely. But I am going to make some simple suggestions. I want to kindly ask you and recommend that you focus on three things every day. And those are the three steps we talked about at the beginning of this episode. First, trash, then clean, then organize. If you want an even more breakdown of that, every day focus on trash, focus on clutter, and focus on the home of the clutter. So it can be as big or as small as you want, but every day just maybe tackle, like set a timer for 10 minutes, do your 10-minute tidy, and focus on trash, on clutter, and the home where that clutter goes. That's all. And that is my simple recommendation and kind reminder in order to help you stay on top of it so that it doesn't get as bad as maybe it was before. Also, if it is helpful, have specific days for specific laundry things. Like I said, I have Tuesday towels or sheets, it alternates, and then I have Wednesday whites. You could have the same thing, or you can find different catchy things that work for you. I think it's also so important to remember that we are all homemaking for the first time ever. We are all managing our homes for the first time ever. And every single day is a new beginning, a new start. This is why I love my midday motivation episode that I have. You should definitely listen to that episode anytime you need midday motivation or any sort of motivation. But I want you to give yourself grace and just remember that your home is going to be unique to you and your husband. Rest in that. You don't need to have a fancy thing like I do. We can have two completely different homes run two completely different ways. And that is beautiful because it is built around both of our marriages. I just want you to rest in that, friend. The goal is not perfection. The goal is grace. So, just a quick little recap. Here is your exact order. If you are standing in a messy home after listening to this episode and you're thinking, okay, Evelyn, just tell me what to do, here it is. Get yourself ready. Grab your trash bag and baskets. Collect the trash, collect the dishes. Start the dishwasher. Collect your laundry. Start one load. Clear the floors, clear your surfaces. Reset one room at a time. Clean the kitchen, clean the bathrooms, reset the bedrooms. Put away your belongings somewhere else basket. Handle the temporary give this thing a home basket. Feel lovely doing it and rest. Don't organize while you clean. Don't deep clean while you are surrounded by clutter. Don't try to do everything at once. Just move through the layers. And lovely, if your house has gotten away from you in this new season, there is no shame in that. Sometimes our homes simply need a reset because our lives have changed. The rhythms that worked before may not work now, and that is okay. Forgive yourself always and just let forgiveness run through your home like the fake air, okay? So instead of trying to force yourself back into an old routine, use this reset as a chance to create rhythms that serve the season you are actually in. You do not need to fix your entire life today. You just need to start with a trash bag, okay? Okay. If you would like to talk more about this in a way that matches your love language and a way that matches your menstrual cycle, you should definitely book a Lovely Rhythms call with me. And if you would like to be able to weekly plan and have my friendly cleaning reminders list, then I highly recommend you check out the Lovely Home Planner as well. Both of those resources can be found on our website at allthingslovely.co. And I would love to be able to work with you and be able to become more connected with you in a more face-to-face connection. But anyways, please know, my friend, that you are lovely and so is your home. But let's talk about the something lovely of the week. My something lovely of the week has been Reese's peanut butter cups. You guys, I love Reese's peanut butter cups and they have been coming in clutch recently. I just love a good Reese's peanut butter cup. So I gotta say, that is my something lovely. Very different from last week's episode. But yeah, that is my something lovely of the week. I would love to know what your something lovely is. So you should definitely tell me in the Google form that is listed below. Please, please, please go and tell me what your lovely thing is so that I can share it on another episode and we can create this lovely little community where we all share our lovely things together. All right, you are lovely, and so is your home. And thank you so much for tuning in to this week's Lovely Home Podcast episode. Goodbye. Did you enjoy today's episode? What was your favorite part? I would love to hear about it on a Lovely Rhythms call, as well as discuss with you how you can create lasting rhythms that work for your mind, your menstrual phase, and your love languages. You can book your Lovely Rhythms call right now at allthingslovely.co. And if you've just run out of note-taking space, I highly recommend you checking out the Lovely Home Planner while you're on the website. This undated planner can help you create rhythms that are founded on grace instead of guilt, and is filled with encouragement specifically designed by me for Christian homemakers. It would be such a gift if you left a 5-star written review on Apple Podcasts, as well as leaving a 5-star rating on any of your podcast streaming platforms. And if you want to know a way that you can encourage another sister in Christ, go ahead and send them this episode so that they can begin their journey in feeling more grace and less guilt in their mind, life, and home. And lastly, I want to know you're listening. So take a screenshot, upload it to your Instagram story, and tag us at Lovely Home Podcast. Know that you are lovely, and so is your home, because of what Christ has done for you. And I look forward to talking to you again next week on a Lovely Home Podcast. Goodbye!